All right, hey folks. So we are here. We are week 5. Let's pull this up. I do not have a co-host, so if anyone wants to jump into the general chat, I would be happy to chat with you. But otherwise, I will run this on my own. And hey, maybe we'll go through faster. I don't know. So let's start with what the heck happened in week 5. So America's A. Hey, we got all our games played except for the bye. Well, there was a bye week, so
It got played.
well, I mean the bye week got played, sure. Who got? Who's here?
This would be
Surprise guests.
Trollhammer and
Hey, hey,
the lovely
hey.
kids.
Good. I think I. Oh no, I'm not facing you next week. I've got one more week before we face off. How's it going?
It's going.
All right. So you had the bye week this week. What'd you get? Uh, Anything good?
I got I rolled the doubles on my blitzer, but I had to go mighty blow in,
Yep. I
and then
mean,
one of my catchers got the level up. And I
so
bought a bear.
2 level ups and a bear. That's not bad out of a bye week. He's a little quiet. Sure. I will. Hold on. Let me tweak the Discord noises. Eh, eh, eh. Where's my Where's my elevator music when I need it? Try that, troll.
Testes, testes. 1, 2, 3.
All right. Hopefully that's better. Chat will tell us whenever they tell us. All right. So next up, Dark Elves Rising and the Blizzard Lizards. Who did we have? What was our prediction here? We were, if I can pull up the sheet, rename 5. We had the elves taking it over the lizards, and we were wrong. So 2-1 for the lizards. Go lizards. What happened? All the blocks on the lizard side. Similar amounts of moving the ball, similar amounts of possession, but the oh wow, the elves just broke all over the place. Jeez, 13 armor breaks on them, only 2 KOs and 3 CAS from that. So I mean, maybe that's a maybe they made out better than they could have from those armor breaks. But yeah, it looks like they just kind of got run over by the by probably those Bloxsaurus. And Skinks doing skink things, getting some Skinks getting a casualty. That's fun.
Always the best casualty.
Yeah, so it looks like casualty and an MVP landing on the same skink that was already blocked. So that skink is going somewhere, I guess. Although it doesn't get the level this time. Any other interesting level ups here? Nope. The Dark Elf team coming out with a smashed hip. Is that a niggle? Yeah, that's a niggle. I think.
Smashed.
Oh no,
Hips
that's
and
movement. Yeah. So movement down Blitzer, which is a bit of a bummer. And got a level up on a lineman, which what you gonna do?
Yeah, more dodge.
Yeah. So that's yeah, just well played on the lizards. All right, this was I caught some of this match I think, but this was the 2 top dogs in the America's A, Skull Raisers and 2 Dog Day, tied 1-1. So looks like the undead did some damage. 5 KOs, 3 CAS. Necro did some damage back, but not quite as much. And yeah, I'm trying to remember what I was watching the game while putting children to bed, so it was I didn't catch it uh with much recall apparently. It looks like Skull Razor's got a lot of level ups out of it. So that's too bad for me because I'm facing them this week. Um, and then Mama the Agi up Wolf got another level, so probably see block on that.
I think that's bad for me.
Oh, are you facing them next week?
I think so.
Um, yeah, that's two block wolves with the claw and the agi up. That's unfortunate. Managed to come out of my game with them without too much damage, but it seems like it'll only be worse. Um, any other interesting outcomes here? It looks like, well, yeah. So a lot of level up on the ghoul, a ghoul, a white, and a mummy on the undead team. That's a lot of good level ups. Nice positional levels, and the only damage is on a zombie, and he has a little bit of a bench. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it has a bench, so not too big a worry, I suspect.
Got to cross your fingers for the no doubles on the mummy there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see when we go dig a little deeper on that, whether they've done anything with their level ups yet and what they may have gotten. Number 4 on the roster, Candymen and the Studious Stags. Again, did not predict correctly. Continuing our hallowed tradition of guessing them all wrong. So the Brett's winning at 2-1.
Oh man!
In the face
Injury,
of
armor on the troll. That's
Oh yeah, that's rough.
the troll is now an even worse thrower.
Interestingly, 7 AV breaks by the Candymen and only 1 Kaz out of them, versus 3 AV breaks for 2 Kaz on the Brett side. So that's some lucky rolling for those Bretts. Lost strength on a lineman, not a big deal. Probably going to be gone, given that he's has no SPP. Leveled another blitzer, so probably see dodge on that guy. Getting up to 2 blodge blitzers, and then on the orc side, no levels to speak of. Almost got the thrower within striking distance of another level, but everyone else is running a bit slow. Still, 2 guard blitzers and a mighty blow blitzer. Like the team has got some oomph on it already. Yeah.
Poor Blackwards are looking a little starved though.
They are. Yeah. That one that picked up an MVP, but could really use a Kaz on that one. Start to get some block or something in there. All right, and then last but not least was my game against Super Jail. It was rough. We did guess it correctly though, so hedging my bets that way worked. So I actually felt like the first half I did quite well. I felt fairly in control of the game. Was able to I was not paying attention to a scoring threat, so we ended the half 1-1, but it was going to be my offense in the second half, and I'd taken a couple of orcs out, and then I walked my Yeti into a 1-9 as my first action on the second drive, and the whole half spiraled from there. So it was very much a scramble that I did not quite pull off. Got some good notes from my. Yeah, that handoff was rough. I think I could have pulled off another score if I'd managed the handoff. I probably could have pulled off a score if I had not made the mistakes that my mentor was just sending me notes about. So hopefully I can correct some of those. But I think the biggest one is not blitzing quite so frequently with the Yeti, and certainly not to start my turn. Um, but hey, no one's out for the long term. Got a level on a lineman. I think I don't even know if I leveled him up yet. Um, and how'd Super Gel come out of that? Level on a black orc off of his second MVP, I'm guessing, and level on another blitzer. That blitzer was doing things.
Yeah, I feel like that first MVP was my game.
Um, so that team's coming out of this looking pretty strong. I suspect. Not I don't know who they're facing next week though. So that is America's A, done in rapid fire. You want to take America's B? Well,
It's an Orc Bowl next week.
in A is that.
Yep.
Well, may they both hurt each other. Not that I have to play either of them again. So either it's mostly just for entertainment value. Um,
Everyone loves a good Orc Bowl.
oh yeah, good old fashioned slugfest. Um, all right. So up first, do you have the stuff up the
Yep.
ReBBRL? All right. So take it away.
Let's see. It looks like up first was Manhax Men of the West and however you pronounce your names, Midnight Special, Amazons and Hoomies. Let's see here. Looks like we got ourselves pretty even on the punching game. Armor blocks definitely went the way of the humans.
Yep.
Although that's not.
They have the same.
Everything's not too terrible.
Yeah, the results of the armor is not bad. Pretty similar. So I mean, it was just a lot of stuns. They have this
dead lineman. That's not good. Old Theoden King getting killed again. Everyone loves a dead.
Yeah, I mean 2-0. Manhack is claiming some quality defense, which I mean at a 2-0 outcome, I don't think I can argue with.
Especially against Amazons, those little buggers are pretty rough to defense against sometimes. I would know as a dirty zombie. But go Men of the West, 2 level ups on blitzers. I fully expect to see 2 guards from them.
Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable. Them in the thick.
And then some more blodge on the Amazons.
Yep.
Everyone loves more blodge.
I don't know what the thrower would take. Block as well?
All blodge on everything.
Yeah.
Amazon. Unless you roll a doubles, it's block on everybody.
Brutal. All right.
Let's see who's next up here. The
Skull Bashers.
Orcs and Dwarves.
Yeah, Orcs and Dwarves.
Oh man, two black orc ups. Oh boy. This must have been a bye game.
Yep.
Both looks like looks like one black orc got the MVP and the other one got the touchdown and the MVP. Good job, buddy.
And coming off of other MVPs in previous games, so those
That's very interesting that we don't see any skills from the other level up. Must be just a issue, but
I mean, or I don't know. Has Skull Bash have they been playing?
well, they have two blitzers that are level 2 and alignment's level 2 already, so there should be skills on there.
Oh yeah.
It's just not showing for whatever.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. So that's just the match being funky. All right. Yeah. So that was an admin.
Let's see the almost dwarves and the other women. Looks like the Chorus got their game, which is not terribly surprising.
Yep, that one we called correctly.
Nice, got a level up on the Centaur. Is this not, if I remember correctly, this is his second Centaur, or was that, or
I
am I
think
remembering
he's
some
had.
other
I think he
Centaurs?
started with two, and one of them died on the ground.
Oh yeah, that failed dodge
Yep.
or the go for it or something.
Yeah, I think it was a GFI. Um, not 100%
Glad
sure,
I'm
but
not misremembering.
um,
And got another blocker up. Cool. Probably another guard, I would assume.
yeah, that seems reasonable. Not much happening on the Amazon side.
No, just a deadline woman. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Also expect. Although he doesn't have any mighty blow, so
All
not
right.
much to say. Amazons did keep up the block game though a bit.
Yep.
They just didn't
Yeah.
get anything out.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's AV7 versus AV9, sort of to be expected. Um,
Indeed. Let's see here. Dope Deer of Schmisher and the Iceman. Let's see. Looks like the Norse took it. It looks like.
yep. Indeed.
Yeah. One injured peasant. Nothing came out of it. Blocker got a level up. That's not terrible.
Norse was
Oh
doing
boy.
a whole lot of punching.
Oh yeah, definitely a whole lot of punching. Looks like the Yeti got a level
Ooh.
up. That's dangerous.
Yep.
Lyman came out with a MVP level up. That's pretty good.
I wonder if it. Well, I guess we'll see if he used.
Yeah, we'll find out.
See if
That's for sure.
see what he gets on that Yeti level.
Miss next game, lineman. Oh darn.
Yeah. Right.
Free lineman duty or line scrimmage duty.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's gonna be definitely gonna be doing the running a nice full bench, a full team of loners, given the dead lino and the MNG, but meh.
Let's see, Chaos and Undead, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Or are they the other Necro? Nope, they're the other Necro.
Oh, that is the other Necro.
All right.
Haha, called that one correctly too.
Nice. Let's see here. What did we get? Badly Hurt Warrior. That's not a bad problem. That's not an issue, really.
No.
Let's see. One Beastman got a level up. But it looks like... it looks like the Dodge Warrior's within striking range pretty close. Just some luck.
Dirty
Let's
player.
see. Yep, that's not...
Dirty player zombie
Yep.
looks like he got his third MVP.
That dirty player. Damn dirty zombie.
Right? I mean, do you just fire him so that he stops sucking up the sucking up the MVPs from the other players? Like,
I don't know. I've never gotten that far with the zombie. No level ups though. Also no permanence, so that's always a
yeah,
plus.
yeah, you like coming out of these things relatively whole.
That's America's B.
Yep. All right. So, on to America's C. So we had. I'm looking at the wrong week. Is what we had. Theeds and Lizard Leagueries. I think that was that an admin match? No, that was not.
No, not with the 2-0.
Yeah. So the Theeds take it as predicted. This might be the first week that we break 50% correct on the predictions.
Oh man!
It's exciting.
Man.
It's exciting.
Double War Dancer level ups.
Ooh.
That's gotta hurt for whoever's next.
Yeah, that's rough for that next whoever's playing them next. Their only injury of substance was a loner lineman, so they're doing. They
They're
came out of
doing their
that game
job.
well. And then
Good
on the
job,
lizard
loner. Do your job.
sides, picked up a level on a Saurus, and not much else. They've got another Saurus almost there. Three Saurus. They really need to spread some SPP on these Saurus, like, or
And the Crocs is almost there too. They just need
oh
to
yeah,
figure
they
out how
just
to get that 1+
yeah,
pass
like
game going.
yeah, exactly. Just break a few get a few Cas on each of those, or get one Cas on each of those, and you'd have like 4 levels in a game. Um, that was a very small number of blocks that whole game. 27 on the
Well,
lizard side
to
and 17 on
to
the
be
elves.
to
I guess
be
that's elves,
expected
right?
though. If the elves are dodging out of the way, yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
expected. When there's a lot of blocks, you know something wrong happened.
right. Right. I mean, I guess the ideal elf game is you see exactly 16 blocks, right? Like
Something like that. Yeah.
they get one blitz a turn, one blitz a turn, and that's it. So, um, all right, who do we got next? The
The
Goofs
Major and the
and
Goofs.
yeah. Oh, called that one too. So, Dead Dirty
Oh
Dozen picks
man.
it up in a 1-0 admin
That
win.
looks to be
That
a
was an
admin.
easy pick.
Yes,
That was an
sir.
easy pickup. Although wait, no, the Goofs have been playing, so that must have just been
No one showed up.
yeah, no show. Um, I guess we'll see if it's a
Major did get
continued
the boss man did get a level up on the white though out of it. That's
nice. Um, and a couple of those ghouls are looking real close to their second levels each.
hmm
And then there was Ankalasag, which we knew this was going to be an admin match, but did not realize it was going to be admin on both sides. Beer and Brawl uh, has left the building. So the next real match was Big Flexin
The
versus the
Mooses.
Serial Slayers, and that was a 1-0 for Moose.
A real 1-0 this time. None of those tricksy ones that keep
Yeah,
catching.
yeah. I think I saw them talking about this on the Discord. I think it was a turn one was a he got a blitz and then managed to score on his turn one. Moose did, and then just
That's always
held the
unfortunate for the other team.
yeah, and then he just held the score like held the line
For
for the rest
16
of the
more games.
rest of the game. It's crazy.
Nice.
Didn't get a lot of levels out of it. Got something
Did
on the
not,
thrower,
but
but
Serial Slayers are going to be short a Black Orc for the next game.
oh, yep. And no levels, no new levels anyway.
And got the MVP on a blitzer over on Moose's side, so that's going to be an
Oh yeah,
theoretical easy level next game.
yep.
Nice. Let's see. How's that punching game go?
And then
Modest 42-52. That's
yeah.
the armor breakage. I think the orcs put on the wrong armor that game. It's definitely not in their favor.
I mean, no. Well, I mean the humans took more damage.
Yeah, but 10. Yeah, I suppose it's not
And
super
had more
off,
KOs.
but 1 out of 10 difference. I keep looking at the minus.
Yeah. It's interesting.
All
The
right.
humans took a lot of armor breaks for things that the orcs did not deliver, so they must have just been getting stunned
A
on
lot of dodges.
falling over a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That evil dirt.
Yeah. Right.
It's vicious. It's already claimed at least 1 death.
Um, All right, and the last match we had Stitch City Mongrels and Orkin Beans. 2-0 for the Orcs with
Oh man, that
a
looks
whole lot of
to
blocks.
be
Holy moly.
that looks like a terrible game to be the Necros right there.
Yeah,
Not
and
a
yet
single thing.
no casualties, shockingly.
No casualties, no touchdown, no passing.
Yeah,
Just the
that's
MVP.
just the MVP on a
Well, at least
fleshy.
it went on a fleshy.
Yep,
That's helpful. It's much better than my Necro team where I've had to earn all my SCPP
yeah.
on those fuck.
Um, and then on the other side, it looks like a Blitzer got a level off a touchdown.
And
MVP
one
on another Black
blockers
Orc, so that Black Orc is
hitting
looking pretty solid.
looking dangerous.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so what's the summary here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 correct and 5 incorrect. Gentlemen, we are positive this week. We'll see. We'll see if we can keep it up next week. Yeah. So let's see. What do we got coming up? America's A Week 6. The Blizzard Lizards get a bye. Do they have anyone out? No.
I do not think so.
No. So they're just crossing their fingers for SPP on positionals and otherwise twiddling their thumbs.
SPP in good places.
Yep. Then we've got
he does have 2 Sauruses in range though.
Yeah. Yeah. What is he?
Technically, he has 3 in range, assuming they don't get 2 of one thing.
Yep. And the Crocs could take the level if it got really lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like there's a pretty good odds on leveling things. It looks like he's probably 50-50 on any of the MVPs picking a level up on whoever it lands on.
Yeah. He's getting, unless he's terrible rolls, there's going to be at least 1 level out of that bye week somewhere.
All right, yeah. So Two Dog Day and your fine team are the next round.
Yep, there's a block on the Agi Wolf, as we fairly expected.
Yep. Right. So 2 block wolves.
Mine did not appear to update yet, so that's fine.
Okay.
Pepper X got Mighty Blow, and the Trinidad Moruga Scorpion picked up Dodge there.
Okay.
And then I have a bear.
Have a bear, huh?
I have a brand new bear.
Nice.
He's gonna roar at something.
I don't know. How are you feeling about your about that match?
I mean, my dice have been pretty well cursed so far. If it keeps up, I fully expect I will get a quick touchdown on one half, and then nothing else will happen. In my opinion, it really kind of just depends on whether or not I can get my blitzers and my bear in good positions and kind of keep.
Yeah,
and whether or not I can get that Agi Wolf down to foul it later.
Right.
which granted I have the capacity to do as Kislev with at least one wrestler on.
Yeah, I would be. I mean, we'll see if he. It's really a question of whether he exposes it. I think, although I guess for with Kislev, exposing means like being anywhere on the pitch. So,
Pretty much. My big boon right now is he doesn't have block on either of his fleshies, so that helps me considerably.
yep,
And he only has the one guard, so I can work around that pretty well.
right.
Agi 4 Wolf is hard to deal with, though. Like, I'd have to give him the. I give him the 2-1.
You'll give him tip it his
Yeah,
way. All right.
I'll tip it his way. At the very least, I'm stashing the karma on my side.
There you go. It's a solid. It's a pretty winning strategy, right? You either guess correctly or you win your game, and like, so there's upsides. All right. Up next, Studious Stags, Dark Elves Rising. Oh, Troll, I should mention I'm at least getting some cutout on your audio. I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening there, but
Oh,
we
I
sometimes
imagine
miss
it's
the.
probably my phone trying to die on.
Got it. Okay. Well, if you disappear, then we will assume that your phone has finally won that particular battle. And
Yes, indeed.
all right. So Studious Stags, we were looking at 2 Blodge Blitzers and a guard blocker and a block
And
lineman.
yeah, that's not terrible.
And then the Dark Elves have a move bust blitzer out, and
And a
a
lineman.
lineman out, 2 linemen out. Oh no, sorry, that's one of the linemen is just nickeled.
Yep.
So 1 lineman out.
Oh, this one's a toughie. I kind of want to give it to the Bretts.
Yeah, so the linemen, the Dark Elves have not done that well. I think it's the short.
No,
I mean,
they have not,
they're-
and I think part of that is, if I remember correctly, they lost one of their SPP hogs earlier on,
oh,
so they're having to kind of half rebuild some of them. I think that's why with their number 7 guy.
it looks like they're well, at least in the Rebel.net listings, they only have 2 guys out, 2 previous players who are both linemen. So I don't know.
Oh, maybe not. I misremember.
Yeah, they've been having a rough time. And on the other
was their
side,
only easy match.
Yeah.
And even then, I wasn't really an easy match. It was nothing was working for either of us.
Yeah.
We just got to the touchdown.
The Stags have also have a bit of a mixed record, so
Yeah, it's not an easy one, but it looks, to me at least, skill wise, the Bretts look like they have what they need to
yeah.
deal with what's left of the elves at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, I think I always tend to, since these guesses are less about, who's, got players left at the end of the game and more about who's going to actually win in touchdowns, I tend to give the elves an edge, but
I mean, elves, at least in my limited experience, elves rely heavily on the other guy not having wrestle.
Interesting.
And
yeah.
or tackle.
Right.
Which Bretts have plenty of, at least the wrestle part.
They have the wrestle. They don't have any tackle.
And they can kind of reverse counter the blodge with at least a couple of the blitzers, so
Yep.
it kind of works both ways for the teams, and I think one team has it and the other one doesn't. Though, that said, if the Stags aren't careful, the Witch can do some pretty good damage on them. Just with serfs. Granted, I haven't
Yeah.
played the Stags yet, so I'm not sure how he runs the field quite yet.
Chat is opining that they're looking a little down on the Bretts due to lack of removal skills, which seems like a plausible take on the whole thing to
I
me.
mean, that's fair.
But
That's a fair point, but I mean,
I feel like it could go
does
either
he have a
way.
bench at all?
No.
I mean, the Bretts only have the 3 linemen though,
Yeah.
so and they're there to be hit anyway.
No, it's more that the Bretts may not be able to take enough of the elves off the pitch to control the rest of them. I think is the argument.
Well, that's fair. I don't know. I feel like that outside of my team somehow, everyone gets hurt quite a bit recently in this season.
Yeah, I mean,
the season's been
armor always breaks. What? Yeah, I think I'm leaning elves simply for the they're down a blitzer this match. Nah, well,
yeah, they're down one of their blodgers. It's definitely a hard one to say.
Yeah.
I would also say a draw, but I feel like that's cheating.
Yeah, no, the rules that I've set up for myself are I am not calling draws. If it's a draw, I don't count it as a win or a loss in my prediction, but I'm going to make hard predictions one way or the other because it's more fun.
Yeah.
I
have to give it. I think my gut says the Bretts are in the advantageous position.
All right, I'm sold. We'll call it for the Stags and
we can
tell ourselves we're wrong next week.
The new guy. Blame the new guy.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So, and the one after that is myself versus the Skull Raisers, and quite frankly, I don't know. I'm not feeling too optimistic, given how my recent in fact, my performance ever since game 2 has gone. I just have not been able to keep up with the proper bashy teams. What's he got? So he's got guard on a mummy and mighty blow and tackle on a white. Block on 2 different ghouls plus a sure hands, block on a zombie. I just feel like I think he outskills me by a fair stretch.
He definitely outskills you by a fair stretch. That's for sure. But the skills that are, at least in my mind, that are particularly dangerous to you, kind of already start there.
Yeah.
The mummies are dangerous. Period.
Well, so one of the mummies having guard is not that's not great because
it's not the end of the world though.
Yeah.
If you can get the positioning in your favor somehow.
Right. Yeah, it just makes it harder to clear off anyone around the mummy to then deal with the mummy if I need to deal with the mummy. On the other hand, maybe the operating principle is just stay out of the way of the mummies, and then maybe it will not be so bad. But I think in this matchup, I fully expect him to win, and I will do my best to prove that prediction wrong.
I will allow you to do that. I will say that if your Yeti can do its job and take out a mummy.
Yep. If the Yeti can use claw to good effect, then I've got some
leeway there.
Some leeway, but we'll see. My mentor has promised me some good tips on undead because that is apparently his primary team. So we'll see what comes out of that.
Nice.
Um, Perhaps that will be enough to give me the edge. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Last but not least, the Fork
yeah,
Bowl.
Super Jail on the in the blue corner, and what's his face? Candyman on
Candyman
the
and
other
the other
one.
one.
I think Candyman, if I'm remembering correctly, has the more
Busted
effectively
Troll.
skilled team. Maybe that's not true. A lot of skills on the blitzers,
Um,
but
he has the more effective. Nope, that's not true either.
no, I think
B has all the black orcs that have the good.
yeah, I think Super Jail might actually have the
With especially with Candyman's troll being out
oh yeah, that's true. Right, no troll.
and having two throwers, which is weird to me.
Yeah,
And I'm not an orc coach, but that still sounds really weird to me. I definitely have to put Super Jail in the corner of we can hurt you more fast.
yeah,
Do, Candyman does have the guard advantage.
yeah. He's got one extra
Though.
guard blitzer. I'm not sure that's gonna.
I'm not sure it's enough to make up the difference, especially with Candy Super Jail having at least one black orc with block, which will
Yeah,
make a pretty big difference.
Black Orc with block, especially in a situation where the other team does not have a strength, like does not have the troll to outstrength
The four in the first place,
the four in
yeah.
the first place. Three removal pieces with the troll and the two Mighty Bull blitzers. I think Super Jail's got the edge on in
Yeah,
this one.
I kind of have to give it to him too.
Um,
Candyman's going to have to get really fancy with their positioning, I think, to pull the win.
yeah. All right. So that wraps America's A. Let's see. Let's pull up America's B. So we have
He gets the second Amazon.
right.
So him. And it looks like it's already scheduled. Go them.
Yeah, I think they are. They win for earliest to schedule. At least, I mean, we'll see. Maybe there's a C match played.
At least on here.
Yeah. Um. So how does what's the balance look like? Um. So they got guard on a lino.
And two extra
And
blodgers.
they've got right two extra blodgers. Manhack has a bunch of guard.
A lot of guard, which is going to be helpful.
Yep.
Very helpful.
Strong arm on the thrower. What does that do? Oh.
That's
Okay.
yeah, shortens the distance.
Yep. Um.
I I feel like the Amazons are behind where they should be at this point.
Well, they started late. I think.
Were
I
they one of
believe
the late ones?
Themyscirans
I couldn't
were.
remember.
I think they had at least one admin match. Yeah, they had an admin match for their first setup. They have won 3 of the 4 matches they've played.
That's fair.
So they're doing pretty well.
I haven't gotten to watch much of the B games.
Yeah, I can't say that I have either.
Skill wise, I think Manhack has the upper edge here. but let's see here. Well, he did beat them. That's equal. Compares.
Yeah, I mean, he did a number on the last Amazon team he played, so I think.
And it's hard. It's really hard to compare because the two teams they've both played so far, unless I'm blind, they've both won against.
Yeah.
So even then, it's not a very easy
Well, and I think
guess.
that's the like. I'm not sure that's. Well, I guess it might speak to coach skill, but I just think I feel like the question I'm more wondering about like, okay, so have the Themyscirans played against someone who's going to play in the sort of same vein as Manhack will? Like,
Well, let's
not
see.
really. Um,
Where are we?
there's the
We're
Skull
in B.
Bashes, which are an orc team, so that.
Yeah, the
It's a
Themyscirans
little.
haven't played. Did they play the Chorfs?
They did play. They
Yeah, they
lost to the
lost to them,
Chorfs. Yeah.
but that's kind of
Um,
expected.
right.
They have
Um,
not played the Chaos team, which is the number 3 in the group right
mm. I think. I
now.
think
I don't
my.
know. I still think I feel like it's a tough call.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think my 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 inclination here is to lean towards Manhack based on um
Mine is too,
the
especially as a person who played a number of Amazon teams, and I feel like they're a little bit behind, which I understand they came in late,
mm,
but still, it feels like they're a little bit behind, especially with as many matches as they have won.
right. Pretty even TV wise. So
Yeah.
is
And
four rerolls an expected number for
for
an
Zons,
Amazon team? That seems like a lot, but
I've I have never taken outside of me goofing around. I've never seen or taken more than 3 on any team outside of some of the stunties, and so 4 rerolls is weird to me.
yeah, yeah. Manhack they do have 13 players. That is true. Um,
That's true, and Amazon is a team that does like to foul once they can get their bench going.
mm,
Not saying she's one of them, but with 13, I would assume.
yeah, I mean you got to think that that's why you get a bench that big, um, or at least one of the reasons. Well, I think I'm still leaning Manhack on this one, but I think it could be an exciting
I think
game.
I have to agree. It's either going to be uh, well, it's Blood Bowl. It's either going to be boring or it's going to be fun.
Yes.
There are no other options.
All right. So, what do we got next? Short and defensive. Are they? I don't think they missed it. I don't think they're being admined out yet. Um, and the Natural Iceman, which is.
Norse.
I feel like that's not in the Norse's favor. Dwarves have a lot of AV9.
Um, I don't know. It could be worse. I mean, their Yeti does have block, which helps immensely against a team that pretty much all has block.
Yeah. Oh,
And
Manhack's
then the
saying
Agi 4 on the runners.
they've missed their last two games. Short and defensive have, so they might be.
They might be a buy.
Yeah. Take care, Manhack. Yeah. So okay. So this might be a buy, but let's look at it as if it's not for the moment. I forget. Are you out with 2 strikes or do you get a third? I don't remember what the rules are.
I'm not sure.
As far as being admined out, but assuming they play, they've got block on all but their runners, all but 2 runners.
They have no level ups anywhere, so it's a baby dwarf team.
True.
So they don't have anything extra. I mean, without any skills going for them, I feel more confident in the Norse actually taking it, because dwarves get dangerous when they start getting their load of guard.
Mm-hmm.
And the Norse have a dwarf killer because they have a block Yeti.
Yep.
Granted, it doesn't have Mighty Blow yet, but
still the block and the claw,
turning a 9 down to a 7 is pretty useful.
Yeah.
On top of the fact that they have someone that can elf away from the dwarves without needing dodge to do it.
Right. Yeah. All right. I'll buy that. We can call that one for call that one, but it seems like it might be admin, so we'll call that for the Norse though. And next we've got Midnight Special and Magical Misery Tour, so Amazons and Necro.
Without looking at the teams, that's a pretty good fight for the Amazon. Necro has a hard time dealing with them in my experience.
So
in general.
Okay.
Until the whites start getting some tackle, which
they don't have tackle, they have guard.
Not the case. Which is helpful. Although they do have, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter too much, but they do have Mighty Blow on their werewolf.
I mean, yeah, it's not entirely irrelevant.
Poor man's tackle and some Mighty Blow. And it doesn't look like the Midnight Special has much in the way of any extra blodge, so as long as that werewolf is going after not the blitzers, that's actually not a terrible issue to have.
Yeah. Well, the werewolf doesn't have block itself, so...
Right, which is why it would need to go after the linemen and the non-blitzing guys. I don't know, what's that, a dirty player? Yeah, that's the dirty zombie.
Did it take another level? Oh no, it's not.
No, it's not there yet. When it gets its 4th MVP. I don't know, 2 guard and a mighty blow on a non-block piece plus 1 dirty player versus mighty blow blitzer, a guard, someone who can reliably pick up the ball theoretically, 2 of them, and a wrestle. Oof.
I feel like the Zons take this.
Yeah, I don't. Werewolf Dr. Zevin's going to have to get some really clean removals early on, I think, for the Necro to be able to cinch. Or possibly Sir Reginald, the MVP stealer.
Right.
To get some quality fouls in.
Yeah. Make him earn his historical MVP points.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. All right. So we will call that one for the Midnight Special, and Move on. So the Wild Skull Bashes and Iron Maiden Van Halen's.
Works in Chaos, always a fun match to watch.
The Chaos team has been on a tear recently. But I'm not sure if they have.
Doesn't look like that. They have their dodge guy, dodge warrior, and a mighty blow warrior, which means they're going for the kill run with at least that one.
Yeah.
Looks like a wrestle beastman and a block beastman.
Yeah, so not a lot of.
One of their warriors is armor busted, which is not particularly nice when you consider that Skullbasher's got 2 mighty blows for running around,
and likely 2
and
block.
looks like a dirty.
Well, and probably they're going to have 2 block blorks as well.
And 2 block blorks. I didn't see that one. I forgot that. Yeah, that's going to be. It's going to be rough for the Chaos on this one, I think.
Yeah, I am inclined to agree. It seems like the Orc team is pretty well appointed to handle the what the Chaos can throw at them. Yeah.
Looks like they both got a one deep bench. No, nope. The Orcs do not have any bench, but they do have a dirty play.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I kind of have to give it to the Orcs on this one.
I think that's where I'm leaning too. On the other hand, I feel like the who's the coach? The Van Halen's here. We don't even have a coach name. Oh no, Servan Wow. Yeah, I feel like Servan Wow has been doing well the last few matches. So yeah. I wouldn't be totally shocked to see them pull it off in spite of what seems like an on paper advantage.
Yeah, well, at this point, I think we're far enough into the season to where it would be surprising to not see the top 3 not be able to pull off upsets somewhere.
Yeah. All right, and then last one in B, we've got Dwarfs But Crazier and Dope Deer of Sigmarsheim. So Chaos Dwarf and Bretts. Chaos Dwarf have 2 guard, block on a Bull Centaur. They picked up another Bull Centaur, replacing their previous casualty. And they have Claw.
They still got their Claw. And a Dirty Player.
Yeah. And the Bretts have 2 guard blockers and a lot of blodge blitzers.
3 blodgers, 1 with leader.
Yep.
2 guard. No mighty blow yet on the door on the Chaos though. Huh? I mean, Chaos Dwarfs, at least on paper, if I remember correctly, typically have the lead over Bretts.
I mean, certainly, I feel like so that the tackle blockers mean that the blitzers are somewhat less threatening.
Less threatening, yeah, but they do have the wrestle everywhere too.
Right.
And they don't have any mighty blow to really make sure the peasants stay.
Right. And they've got the Bretts have a bench, so fouling is in, and it does not look like the Shorfs have a bench. No, maybe they have a bench of.
They got one.
No, they don't, because we skip.
It's just skip number 3.
They skip 3. They also skip 10.
I didn't catch the 10. Okay.
Yeah.
So no, they don't have a bench.
Yeah, so no bench, just the dirty player.
And there's not going to be much in the way of inducements. Maybe a babe somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably see the dwarves pick up a babe.
I've played both of these guys. Oh man. In fact, if I remember correctly, Lead Pipe's the one who schooled me on the fact that the Bretts are the elves of the humans. Once upon a time in Spin League.
It looks like they've been having a bit of a rough time of it in the last few matches, and the Chorfs are, well, not doing that well. Yeah. I think I'm leaning towards the Chorfs in this one. On the back of the tackle and block combos. But
yeah, it's going to be a close game, I think.
Yeah.
It's going to depend on what happens in the first 6 turns. Big time. If the Chorfs can get any removals early, then
right.
Lead Pipe's going to have a much harder time, and vice versa.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, early removals are, especially ones that don't come back with especially ones that are more than just KOs, are can be pretty key.
Yeah, the Chorfs don't quite have enough guard yet to be in their semi-immune state to the occasional blocker.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I think all things given, I think Chorfs have the advantage. Whether or not they can use that advantage, time will only tell.
Yeah. Yep. All right. And then, so that's it for B. So what do we got in C? All right, Big Flexin and the Thieves up first. So that's a humans and elves.
Woodies, oh boy. Freshly leveled up War Dancer elves.
Oh yeah. So
let's see, what did they pick up? We got a stripper and a tackle guy. That sounds pretty standard. I don't know. I feel like with an armor busted ogre and no tackle to speak of,
yeah.
it's going to be rough.
Yep. That.
Especially now that one of the War Dancers has picked up strip ball.
Right.
And the other one has tackle. Those catchers are going to be in danger zone often.
Yeah. Yep. All right. I think I'm happy to call that one in the Thieves' favor. Their team is looking shockingly whole for how they were doing earlier in the season. They had a rough patch there.
Only one free line of scrimmager.
Yep. Although I would say that Big Flexin it looks like they're back at full strength as well. I know Moose was complaining bitterly about his loner lineman last week. He seems to have filled his roster out again. But yeah, I think the Thieves probably have an edge there. Which brings us to Stitch City Mongrels, who get a bye week. Anything juicy coming out of that? Probably.
Well, their number 2 werewolf is within the touchdown. So that's not terrible.
And a
both
fleshy.
Of their golems, both of their fleshies are within level up.
So they could get some.
So I mean, theoretically they could get 3 out of it.
Yep.
Not likely, but theoretically.
No. And really, if it hits on any of those 3, that's a pretty good Like
That's a
pretty
pretty
good
good
pickup.
ball for them, yeah.
Um, all right.
The ghoul looks like the ghoul's also within range of
Oh, was
something
it?
too. Yeah, it's got a touchdown under its belt, so it's within range of something, which is not terrible.
Yeah.
Having a blodge ghoul is never a terrible thing.
Typing. All right. So next, graveyard goofs and orcan beans, undead and orcs. Orcan beans looking very, very swole on the TV side of things. Up at 1330 to the graveyard goofs 1180. Um,
Oh man, he took blodge on those blitzers. He got 2 doubles. Wow.
ooh, that's brutal. Means he doesn't have a
That
kill
is.
piece, but
It doesn't, but that means he's got a much more dangerous
yeah,
couple of kill pieces later on.
yep.
And looks like two blocks on board with
Yep.
one
One is
sneeze away from
yeah.
getting level 3.
So, oh, excuse me. On the goof side, on the undead side, they've got
Does not look like he has leveled up his white yet. That has a level.
oh, yep.
Doesn't look like he's leveled up any of his pieces.
Okay, right, because baby snakes doesn't have it's their third skill either.
Then again, it's also not showing the movement plus anyway, so it means it might just be buggy.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Well, I can open up the client real quick and we'll find out
oh, all right.
once it decides to look.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just that my computer is a potato, but it always takes a long time to spin up Blood Bowl proper for me.
Although, that given said, until we find out what they picked up, if they have, I'd still think I have to give it to the orcs.
The orcs are looking pretty well set up at this point.
They may not be hyper bashy at the moment, but they're
Right.
definitely set up to score on undead. At the
Have they been throwing the? Does oh no, the goblin has just been picking up MVPs. Oh,
they have passed the ball a few times though.
it sounds like Graveyard Goose have had 2 weeks off. At this point, they had 2 admin games, so they
So they may
haven't
be
done
on
any of
bye.
their leveling from that.
That would explain the bug.
Yep. Yep.
Everything. So probably orc win.
Seems like a reasonable call to me. Lizard Leagueries and the Serial Slayers. So that's
Lizards and orcs.
Lizards
So fun
and
time.
Orcs. Pretty even TV. Lizards
might get a babe to wake up them skinks.
a Bloxsaurus.
And everything within range.
That's right. They were the ones that desperately need to just Kaz with a few guys. Unfortunately for them, orcs are not.
It's orcs.
Yep, it's not going to be easy.
Ooh, and this one had picked up a tackle on his, or he had tackle on his blitzer. Regardless, he has tackle with the mighty blow. That's
Ooh,
bad news for all the skinks on the field.
Yep. Gonna chew up some skinks
He
there.
he is down a blork though.
Yep.
So that's in the lizard's favor to some.
Right.
some
So the
degree.
lizards
So they
have
only to deal
more
with 4.
have the strength advantage since they've got the Crocs and a full complement of Saurus. And their
It does look like their shortest skink. Not that that really matters.
yeah.
Means they have one to put in front of the tackle.
Yes, right. Here, eat the loner skink. Um, so they've got the strength advantage. They've got similar amounts of block on those strength pieces. Um,
1-1, yeah.
those
So
blitzers are,
the blitzer is going to make or break the game. I think
yeah,
the orc blitzers
yep.
are. If they can do well, lizards are in trouble. If they don't, lizards will do lizard things.
And I do think the like you said, the mighty blow tackle blitzer. I think the lizards are going to have to really, really keep that away from the skinks, or the game's going to go south real fast.
Definitely.
I would give it to the orcs on this one.
I kind of also want to, but lizards are lizards.
It's fair. It's fair. Lizards are in fact lizards.
It's always that weird. That's that weird wild card that lizards always kind of hold on to. Is the fact that they're fucking lizards.
Yeah. They have not been doing that well, historically in the past.
No,
weeks.
it does not look.
So.
Looks like their only win is against the first drop out of the group, and then they pull the tie out of the mob. And if I recall correctly, Hochuko has been getting terribly frustrated.
Yes.
At least in the Discord.
He has been.
Every single May.
We'll see. Maybe he'll get levels on all his Saurus this match and be a little bit less down on things.
Yeah, that would definitely help his disposition.
Yeah.
Aim for the thrower. He breaks easiest.
All right. Well, I think that's. I've written us down as orcs on that one.
And then the Riseman. Yep, I agree. I think it's the orcs' game to lose.
Yeah.
And looks like the major gets a bye day.
Yep.
Bye week.
And I think am I remembering correctly? You. Riseman, you're getting like 3 bye weeks in a row or something crazy. It sounded like he was taking an extended leave due to the number of dropouts in the league. Man, that's
always unfortunate.
That is a lot of not playing Blood Bowl. Hopefully you have pick up some spin games or something. But yeah.
Well, it looks like his other mummies within range, two of the ghouls have pretty good odds of picking something.
With 6...
Well, one of the whites is pretty close.
6 MVPs to go around, I think you could pretty easily expect to get levels on many of the other positionals.
Yeah, especially when you're only running 9, because you have probably gold to spare to burn on zombies.
Right. Well, probably. Yeah. I mean, I would be. I wouldn't be surprised if he fired any of the zombies that had no SPP simply to stack SPP on the players that already had it.
I mean, that's the thing to do, especially when you have 290k in your bank. Or that's total earned. I guess that's not necessarily in the bank.
Yeah. 110 in the bank.
110 plus whatever he gives. Yeah, he'll have his full complement back of baby zombies to throw at people.
So yeah, it's this team is probably going to be pretty threatening in 3 weeks.
When he finally gets to play, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, does he get? 6, 7, 8. Okay, so you get to play 1 game in the rest of the season. That's ridiculous. 120 from this week's admin game. Holy smokes. Yeah, well that's a wrap, folks. That covers all of our divisions. I feel like things are going faster. All these admin games are shrinking the. Oh, 2 games. Okay, right. 6, 7, 8. Or did you just come off a bye week?
I think he just came off of one
Ah,
too.
that's right. The goose didn't show up. Okay. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. So 2 games left. Um, Still, that's got a good setup. Um, yeah. So I think that's it. Um, Thanks all for coming out, and we will hopefully be back next week. Hopefully, I will not have sick children and other things keeping me from uh, my normal hours. And yeah, good luck in your games, everybody.